as much as I love grass types, I have never actually used this carnivorous plant before. So why not take it for a spin in Pokemon Platinum? Looking through Carnivine's move pool though, there's not a lot to work with. Mainly grass, dark, normal, and poison type moves. So our coverage is kinda limited. This is also probably a good time to mention that this was a completely impulsive idea. This game has many trainers with flying, poison, and fire types, as well as other Pokemon that can easily one-shot our bundle of vines, such as Candace, Aaron, Flint, Crasher Wake, all of Team Galactic, and many, many more. Anyway, y'all know the basic rules of these runs, so let's just fertilize the ground and grow this plant. I grab my Carnivine, who I name Creeper. Not that kind of creeper, these kind of creepers, the type that strangle trees. And we go through the first battle. The first battle is a simple bind and a prayer. Carnivine also starts with growth, which doesn't help at all due to it only increasing special attack in Gen 4, and Carnivine not learning a special move until level 31, and that's Spit Up. And we all know Spit Up. Anyway, the first challenge I face is youngster Tristan. Yeah, bind is not gonna cut it anymore, and it's only the first battle. Luckily, Carnivine learns Bite at level 7, so some quick grinding later and we bite into Tristan's small bird. We continue to munch our way through the trainers and another encounter with our rival, who never uses a fire type move, and manage to arrive at Orberg City where we challenge Rourke. At level 11, we get access to Vine Whip, which is the only decent grass type move he learns until Power Whip at level 47. So this run is going to be carried by Vine Whip until then, which is all that is needed to take out Rourke's rock types. Heading back to Jubilife, we have our first meeting with Team Galactic, who love using poison and flying types, such as Stunky, a dark poison type who is resistant to dark and grass type moves. So with the help of our partner, we are able to get that skunk out of here. Against Mars, we managed to knock out Zubat with a few bites. Against Perugly though, she lands a critical hit scratch, which brings the battle to a quick end. As we run it all back though, we managed to barely scrape by with 1 health remaining. I gotta say, I hope this is not a theme. Entering Eterna City, Gardenia is next on the list, so we kick off with Ingrain, a move that I never use. But in a solo run like this, it's perfect at the moment for additional recovery. Turtwig sets up a Reflect, so it takes a few more bites to take them out. Rose Raid manages to paralyze us, but they go down to a few more bites, and the same is true for Cherim, earning us our second badge. Continuing onward though, facing Jupiter, I realize that she is not gonna go down easy. Third time's the charm, however, as after a heated back and forth, Carnivine comes out on top. I was shocked. If she used Night Slash right at the start and didn't take a turn to use Smokescreen, we would have been sitting around grinding for another battle. But I'm not gonna look a gift Rapidash in the mouth, so it's time to head to Heartham. Sitting at level 34, Carnivine is able to make quick work of Fantina's team with just a few bites. In the following rival battle, I would like to note that I'm using both Ingrain and Stockpile. I never thought I'd be using these moves alone, let alone together, but here I am and I feel like I've unlocked an achievement. Getting to Veilstone, I go to the shopping center and pick up a wide lens for later, and start making my way to the gym. Against Maylene, the rule of thirds continue as we manage to scrape by with Crunch, while being paralyzed and deep within yellow health. From Veilstone to Bastoria, it's not that far, so we can jump right into the battle. Despite being a water gym, there's an actual struggle due to Ice Fang, but thanks to bolstering our defenses with Stockpile and Ingrain, we managed to slowly chip away with Vine Whip and Crunch for our 5th gym badge. After the battle, someone blows up the marshlands, we hunt them down, teach Swords Dance to Carnivine, and travel through the fog of 210. Reaching Celestic Town, we finally confront our true rival of the run, the man who will make this challenge truly a challenge. Why? Well, because this man's got fast ice, poison, and flying types. It takes 7 attempts to beat his first team. At level 51, I finally managed to outspeed that Murkrow and beat him. But from one rival battle to another, Barry goes down with relative ease. Moving into the gym, however, I run into a small problem. It's not Byron, it's a Scizor. It takes more attempts than I'm willing to admit, but we finally managed to get through. When we do get to Byron though, just a quick Swords Dance followed by a Crunch and Power Whip to deal with those sturdy steels. With our 6th badge in hand, I journey north to Snowpoint City, but before that, a lake without water needs investigating, as well as helping Lucas, who can't handle themselves. Finally, up to head north, I travel through a blizzard and face Candace, the Ice-type gym leader, with my Grass-type. What could possibly go wrong? Surprisingly, not that much. 2 attempts is all that's needed. With the assistance of a Swords Dance, Carnivine can one-shot her entire team. With our final gym badge within reach, we get a phone call from our rival Cyrus, saying to meet him in Veilstone for a quick match. So heading over there, we actually managed to beat Cyrus round 2 on our first attempt. I was shocked and ecstatic. Devastated by his defeat at the vines of a single Carnivine, he makes a deal with Satan himself for the perfect team. And now, with his anti-grass team complete, it's time for our final battle. I feel pretty confident. I think I got this. I guess not. So I run it back many times before needing a new plan. So I left the world of Distortion and scoured the region for one thing, a Rostberry. I eventually find one, and now it's time for the ideal battle. After a few more attempts, it finally comes to fruition. Houndoom misses his first Will-O-Wisp, allowing us to set up a Swords Dance. On the next turn, Houndoom lands the burn, but our Rostberry is there to heal and retaliate with a powerful return. Crobat lands a strong cross poison before getting smacked with a return. Honchkrow meets the same fate. Weavile comes out, leaving us at 4 health from an Ice Punch, before Return takes them out. As Gyarados emerges, Intimidate lowers our attack by a stage. I go into the tank for a solid 2.5 minutes running the calculations to figure out if we were able to outspeed the Sea Serpent as well as take it out with only a +1 to our attack. I use Power Whip to finish off Gyarados and end Cyrus once and for all. It is only after this battle when I realized I did not have the wide lens equipped, so I only actually had an 85% chance to win. The odds were in my favor, but there was still a 15% chance of losing. Anyway, I say bye to Satan and head on over to Sunnyshore. I gotta say, despite being 15 levels higher than Volkner's strongest Pokemon, I barely managed to scrape by with 20 health at the end, and that is just after getting lucky against Statics and Thunder Waves. If we are paralyzed at any point, we might as well reset even with a Cherry Berry. But we still managed somehow. So with our final badge in hand, we crush Berry one more time and progress through to our final 5 opponents. Despite being level 76, we need at least a +4 to our attack to be able to one-shot all of Aaron's team. Bertha is exactly what you expect. Power Whip each and every one of our Pokemon to win. As I said at the very start of this video, Flint is a major issue for this run. After 9 attempts at level 85, I can outspeed his entire team excluding Infernape, who luckily comes out as the sun fades and we can survive a Flare Blitz. Flint is finally defeated. Against Lucian, as Mr. Mime is setting boundaries, we max our attack before crunching each of those pesky psychic types. And now, for the final challenge, Cynthia herself. Everything goes well up until Garchomp flinches us with a Dragon Rush and finishes the battle with a Flamethrower. So, we do everything again and manage to get back to Cynthia for the second time. We set up a Swords Dance as Spiritomb lands a Silver Wind and immediately gets the Omni Boost. 2 more rounds of Swords Dance and Silver Wind. But now that our attack is maxed out, Spiritomb gets crunched. Togekiss and Roseraider get smacked with the return. Garchomp comes out and misses a Dragon Rush, resulting in her getting Power Whipped. The same outcome is brought to Melodic and Lucario as the battle concludes with the victory secured in Vines and sitting at level 90. With 64 whiteouts to my name is how I beat Pokemon Platinum with only 1 Carnivine. So yeah, if you're enjoying more of this edited content I'm making, please like and subscribe. It helps me stay motivated to make more. If you also have a suggestion for a future run, be it a challenge, Pokemon itself, or a generation play, please let me know in the comments. You know, general YouTube algorithm stuff. If you do enjoy my content, please follow me on Twitch. It will notify you when I am streaming live, so you can see some of these challenges as they unfold in all their glory or pain. Just recently, I finished up doing a run of Pokemon Fire Red with only Gulpin. If you want to see me get angry and very frustrated, check out the last hour of that stream posted on my YouTube. But yeah, I believe that's it. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day.